Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. And today I'm hopping on to chat about spammy DMs and why they are so 2020 and how we are so sick of them. And they are not working in terms of lead gen. I just want to thank everybody who hopped on with me yesterday for my live on fear. I think it was just such an interesting discussion, and it was great to hear from you all in the chat box. I just want to shout out Carrie, who mentioned the fear of tech. And I think we can all relate to that fear of tech and going live and it not working. I know I certainly can, but don't let it hold you back, because if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. You can just come back on another time. And yeah, don't let tech hold you back, okay? Because the tech does work for the most part, okay? And you can troubleshoot the tech as well. And I want to thank Leo as well, who also mentioned his fear of going live and just chatting to himself in the ether and nobody showing up. And I get it. I am absolutely prepared to be chatting completely to myself today. These are very much impromptu lives I'm doing this week. I'm going to do 5, one each day, different times. I'm always investigating and testing things out. So I'm just curious to see what time my audience are on. Yesterday it was 11, today is 12:30. Tomorrow I'm going to do about 9:30. I'm just going to mix it up. And that's the thing about LinkedIn. You need to test things out because we're all different and we all have different audiences, and what works for one person won't work for another. So spammy DMs. Oh, I can see somebody's joined me. Amazing. I'm not chatting to myself. Hi, Fraz. So thanks for joining me today. So I'm talking about those horrible messages that we all get in our inbox, and they've become quite a pandemic recently, really. They are everywhere. And they used to just be that kind of spammy sales message. When you connect with somebody, you'd get hit with it straight away, pitch slapped. Now I can see they have moved, and they are often even in the connection request. The person has already started selling to you, which is really frustrating. And oh, hi, Sue. Before I go on any further, I just want to quickly put this up on the screen just so people know what I'm chatting about. And don't be shy. If you are joining me today, let me know where you are in the world, and what you do. This is a good chance for you to do your elevator pitch in a good way, not in an annoying way. And you never know who's going to be watching the replay as well. So if you're watching the replay, just put in hashtag replay and let me know where you're based in the world and what you do. So the spammy DMs, they do not work, okay? They are gross. And you need to be mindful of, when you are sending somebody a DM on LinkedIn, you are interrupting their day. You are interrupting their flow. So you need to make it worth their time to open your message. And you need to make it tailored to them, okay? Not about you. It should be something of benefit, because you have broken the flow of their day. And as business owners, we know this is, time is everything. Our energy is everything. So make that message count. Lazy attempts of explaining yourself in the first message. I'm a LinkedIn consultant and I blah, 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 blah. You don't need to tell me that. That should be evident from your profile. You should be attempting to make me feel special. You should be telling me why you wanted to connect with me. What was the reason? Did my profile resonate? Did my content resonate? Did somebody refer you to me? Make me feel special. That's how you're going to stand out, not by introducing yourself. It's totally redundant. We should know from your profile who you are, okay? Not by selling your service. LinkedIn is not Amazon. It's not a marketplace. Yes, you can get business here. You can get leads. You can get clients, but you need to earn the right. You need to showcase value. You need to build that know, like, and trust. And it takes time. This is a social network. Like I said, it is not Amazon. It is not a marketplace. So you need to be able to put in that time to build on those relationships. And I think There's a lot of scarcity out there at the moment and this kind of lack and scarcity mindset. And I get that people are worried about their businesses, but you need to embrace that abundance mindset and that opportunity mindset and be yourself and be willing to put in the time to nurture people and grow relationships, because that is when the magic happens. It does not happen in the first DM. And if you're listening here today, and if you have got those spammy messages, disconnect from these people, because our network is our net worth. And do you really want to be connected to people who are just trying to sell to you straight away? So this is your permission to ignore and disconnect, okay? Because life is too short, and some of those messages will come from human beings and some of them will come from bots. They will be automation. So these people, they won't know that you have disconnected. So do yourself a favor and do that. And I'd love to know in the chat box if anyone's brave. Tell me about the worst messages that you get in the DMs, and why you hate them, because I think we can all learn from this. Another kind of DM that I get, and I really hate it when I get it on connecting. It's not a salesy one, but it's basically inane one-line questions driving me down a sales funnel path, you know. Hey, what do you do? How's that going for you? What are you working on? And it's like, it's too much too soon. I feel like I'm being dragged down a sales funnel path and it feels very inauthentic. So stop doing that because I find it absolutely gross. And I think so many people are jumping to sending DMs because they've heard, okay, LinkedIn's where it's at. I'm leaving Facebook. I'm leaving Instagram. It's all happening on LinkedIn. My clients are on LinkedIn. I need to get on there. But you're not doing things in the right order. So for me, when I work with my clients, I have a packed framework and I'm all about authority marketing, expertise marketing, making you look and feel like an expert so that you are always the top choice. And that when you send that DM, when people come back to your profile, that you look legit, because a lot of you are jumping to the DMs, but your profile is a shambles. You haven't optimized it. You're not customer centric. You don't have the right branding. You don't have the right positioning. You're not talking to me. You're talking at me. Okay. So you should always start with building your presence. Okay. And that is, for a business owner, that is your LinkedIn profile and your LinkedIn company page. And these are the ultimate content which work for you 24/7 around the clock. Then you need to get strategic and think, who is my target client? Who do I want to connect with on LinkedIn? Create your content around these people, giving value to them, and really show up and be top of mind, so that when you are sending these DMs, people can see you, your profile, and your content and buy into you. But so many of you are sending these DMs and you don't have an optimized profile and you don't have customer centric content. So the DM is falling flat. It's too fast. You've not built your presence and you've not been strategic. And the people that are getting those DMs feel very much like a number. You've clearly done a search, you've put in a particular industry type, and you're just banging out those invites to coaches or consultants. And we can feel it. You're not making us feel special at all. So the secret really to, success in the DMs is being a human being, being authentic, personalizing. And I'm a big fan of that initial connection request being personalized. Take the time to make people know why you want to connect with them and make it about them, not about you. It's never about you. LinkedIn is always about the giving. That's how you get success on LinkedIn, by giving back in your content. And any networking is all about how you can help the other person. It is not take, me, what's in it for me? Okay, so many of you are coming on and you're forgetting that LinkedIn is a social network. Okay, so you have to network, and networking requires building that know, like, and trust. So it's not a marketplace where you just go on instantly and you sell. That is never going to work. And you're also forgetting that LinkedIn is the number one personal branding platform in the world, okay? So what kind of a personal brand are you putting out there when you're selling in the first message? It is really gross. So I'm looking at some comments here. Riki saying frequency and try to be my friend. So if you've got any questions and you're listening to me here today, do stick them in the chat box. This is going to be a short one. I'm going to wrap up in about 5 minutes. Every day this week, I'm coming on for like 10 to 20 minutes and I'm chatting about a different topic. Today, I'm telling you to do your research and to build a strong foundation before you even get to the DMs. So build your profile, optimize it with the right branding, positioning, keywords, know who your ideal client is, make your profile about them and not you. Okay, do that first. Save yourself the heartache and the headache by sending those DMs and them all falling flat. Because even if your DM is good, if I go back to your profile, which is the ultimate hub working for you 24/7, and that doesn't click with me or resonate or looks a bit spammy, I'm going to ignore you and move on. So what a waste of time. So my advice to you is build your profile first, build your company page first, and make people feel special when you are sending those DMs. Don't always make it about a sale or an event that you're running, okay? Or another message I hate getting recently, is a bit of a rant today, is people just presuming that I want to hop on a call with them and they share their link with me instantly. And it's like, no, I don't want to go on a 15-20 minute call with somebody I've just connected with. I need to get to know you first. And a lot of us are like that. Some people will be ready to get on that call, and that's fine. But, if you're reaching out to me and expecting me to hop on a call, you have to be realistic. I need to get to know you first and know if it's worth my time, because time is money as business owners. And I don't have the time to network with all of my LinkedIn connections. I've got like 12,500. It's like, I only want to spend my time with the people that are going to add value to my life. And that might sound selfish, but you have to be selfish in business. You can't just be hopping on, all these coffee chats where a lot of people are going to pick your brains or try to sell to you. So stop like sharing links in the first message. The only time I ever share my contact link is when somebody asks for it. And when they say, hey, I think I need help with LinkedIn, Jen, I'd love to chat with you. Um, what's the next steps? Then I share the link. Don't ever share your link until somebody has asked for it, okay? That is just so spammy. And maybe it worked in the past, but it doesn't work now, especially over the pandemic. It's very 2020 approach. We are all zoomed out. We've been on Zoom and Teams and Skype and everything over the last few years, and time is money, so don't be expecting people to hop on with you straight away. You need to put the time in. And I get people asking me, how many messages should I send before I sell, or mention something? Everybody's different. That's not the question. You need to be focused on giving value to the other person, be a human being, having a general conversation, and there are ways of nurturing that relationship and moving on. And that's what I help my one-to-one clients with. If you ever want to learn about how to do it in an authentic and aligned way that is not gross or spammy or salesy, send me a DM. I work one-to-one with female entrepreneurs only, sorry guys, and particularly introverts, empaths, and sensitives, because just telling us to send DMs is not going to work, or just do it. It doesn't resonate. We need to feel aligned. And what I have learned over the years from myself and working with my clients, we need to look like an expert and feel like an expert, and have a strategy, have a clear content plan, have a clear idea of who our ideal client is, know what value we can bring before we even go into the DMs. And a lot of you are like that, and you're just acting out strategy that you've heard from people who have a totally different human design to you, a totally different personality to you, and it's falling flat, and you're copying their methods that work for them, or maybe they've got a team sending the DMs or maybe they've got bots sending the DMs and those DMs are just falling flat. So I'm here to say there is another way to do the DMs, and that is actually the DMs is where the magic happens on LinkedIn. And there's a lot of hype telling you it's all on the home feed, it's all with the content. The role of the content is to be visible, to grow your personal brand, to raise business brand awareness, to showcase your expertise, and that's all great. But the main role of the content is to drive conversation. Where does the conversation happen? It happens in the DMs. And I recently was chatting to someone in a group that I'm a part of, and she was like, I don't do DMs on LinkedIn. And I just thought, well, what's the point? It's a social network. You're treating it like a billboard. You're just like posting your content and then you're complaining that you're not getting any leads. And of course, you're not getting any leads because you're not having any conversations. And that's what the DMs are. They're conversations, you know? So it's not a place like Amazon. You have to be willing to put in the time. You have to be willing to give to others in the DMs, and that's where you get the results. And I'd love to say you're going to have this magic formula where you send one message and they're all going to buy from you. It doesn't happen like that. Some people will be ready. They will hop into the DMs with you, and maybe they've been following your content for a while, and or they've been referred you and they are ready, you know. But most people will need to get to know, like, and trust you, and that's normal, you know. We can't all connect with somebody and want to buy from them. And I'm not telling to people, you know, telling you today that you can never have conversations about selling, or because you can, but only when the other person invites it. Okay. So it's not that people don't want to be sold to, they want to be sold to at the appropriate time. And that's where you're going wrong. You're too quick off the mark, you know, and they're not ready. They're not warm. They don't know you. They don't like you. They don't trust you. So you need to build that trust. That trust is vital. Okay. And I think your profile and your content allows people to know and like you. But for the trust factor, you really need to showcase social proof, you know, testimonials, you know, case studies, how you took people from here to there. You know, it's not enough for them to just know and like you. They need to trust you to get into that conversation about buying from you. So I'm just going to quickly look and see what Ricky's saying here. So Ricky's from Denmark. She helps resourceful HSP women. Amazing. And I also help HSPs. I'm all about helping sensitive women and people to find a voice on LinkedIn, because I think a lot of us are hiding and we need to get our voices out there. I think there's a lot of non-sensitive hype on the home feed on LinkedIn, and 1 in 5 people in the world are highly sensitive. So we need to hear from these people. We need to bring them out. So I love that you're doing that, Rick. Thanks for sharing. And anybody joining on the replay, please share your elevator pitch. This is my invitation for you to say who you are in a container here where it's allowed. Okay. So I'm going to wrap up today, and hopefully I've given you some food for thought that every time you send a DM to somebody, you are interrupting their day. Make it feel like a present, a gift. Make it feel a joy to open. Add some value to their life. Anyone that DMs me will know that I love a good gift. Like, I love sending things that make people smile, because I want them to be happy and joyous. We don't have to be always super stiff on LinkedIn. I want to bring some color to their day. Okay. And yeah, I want them to feel good on the platform. Okay. So how can you make people feel good today in the DMs? You know, put your thinking cap on. Are there people that you can reach out to, that you can leave a really nice message for? You know, because it's not all about selling. And sadly, a lot of people think this, and I just want to stop this. It's not all about selling in the DMs. Okay. It's about relationship building. So tomorrow I'm going to be back, and actually it's really good that Ricky has popped up. My topic tomorrow is going to be, do you think you are too sensitive for LinkedIn? Okay. And other lies that we tell ourselves about the platform, such as it's only like an online CV. Isn't that just what it is? And it's like, no, it has changed, it has moved on. So if you think you are too sensitive for LinkedIn and for social media in general, I'd love to have you on the live tomorrow. I'm going to do it at 9:30 a.m. and it's going to be roughly the same time, 10 to 20 minutes. And I'm here to tell you you're not too sensitive. And on that note, um, kind of a follow on from the live yesterday on fear and on the sensitive topic. This is an amazing book just to leave you with. I read it this year and it is amazing. It's full of case studies and stories. And I think we all tell ourselves lies at times and can, slip into that scarcity mindset and lack, and that can come out in the DMs. And you need to lean into the abundance and the positive and the opportunities and the fact that you are good enough and nobody's perfect, and you have to be willing to fail on LinkedIn and fail fast. As business owners, we have to fail fast and learn from it. So this book is amazing. Marissa Peer, if you don't know her, she is the founder of RTT, Rapid Transformation Therapy, which is a form of hypnotherapy, which is amazing. And her book, I Am Enough, is amazing. So if you're struggling with any mindset blocks, that's my gift to you. Go off and read it. It's actually a super small book as well, but it's full of stories, and you will feel empowered. And you need to feel that on LinkedIn. And you need to have a nice energy as well in the DMs. Too many of you have that lack, scarcity energy going on, and it's so off-putting. You need to have that abundance mindset, because LinkedIn, it's not just about strategy, it's about mindset plus energy plus strategy equals to success. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be back. I'm going to be chatting about HSPs and why you're not too sensitive for LinkedIn. And I really look forward to seeing you there. I'm wishing you all a great afternoon. And thank you to those people who joined me today while I was talking into the ether. All of my lives, I stick them up on my YouTube. So if you ever want to see anything that you've missed from me, go over there and hang out. And if anybody needs my help or action, send me a DM, reach out, send me an email. I am old school. And don't be afraid, if you're watching on replay, let me know and I will come back and comment to you all, because that's what LinkedIn's all about, connecting and having conversations. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Take care.